Alright, what's up guys, DrawgZ here, and today I'm going to be bringing you a review video of the MDJ 1000. This unit is fantastic. I've had it for a couple of weeks now, been working with it before I shot a video. Notice there's no videos on it on YouTube, so I don't want to shoot one for you. Okay, the best way to describe most of these features is basically a CDJ with the most basic features, and it has the same layout. Yeah, that's the best way to describe it, but let's go more in depth now. You have a CD slot in the front. In the back, you have RCA, digital out, a link. The link is an Ethernet, C-lock USB, and power connection. Their power button. I'll get more to this right here in a second. Just know that there is this on the back. Alright, to the front, where all the action is. Alright, we'll start on this side. You have 4 hotkeys, reverse button, it's red. You have your track search for your CDs, or if you just want to scroll through them like this, you can. Your track search. This is for the track that you're on. So like, let's say you want to go midway through the song. What you can do is you can hit this button and it'll skip to the mid part of the song, or you just wait for it to get there. Over here you have your cue and pause and play button, simple enough to understand. Alright, we're going to go over here next. We'll go in a second. You have the eject button, CD, USB, MIDI, and link. These are the 4 ways you can access media. CD puts in CD mode, reads the CD that you insert into it, easy enough to understand. Eject, easy enough to understand. USB, you pop in your USB stick and it will read it and you use that. MIDI, you can connect it to a computer using that USB-C on the back. And then link, I said remember about that Ethernet. These units, you can link from 2 to 4 units using that Ethernet. If you have more than 2, you won't be able to directly link them to each other like a CDJ. So what you have to do is you'll have to get a Ethernet hub, I'm just going to call that. I'm not sure the exact name for it. And then they'll link. And then once you link them, you open up a whole other array of functions. Like over here, you have the sync and master, which is operated by the shift button. So if you don't hit the shift, this is the track search. But once you hit that shift and hold it, you can use this as sync or master. Alright, I'm going to go back over here and move back down. I know my camera skills aren't the best. Vinyl mode acts like vinyl. You control the track. When it's off, it acts as a nudge. Alright, you have your key lock, that's easy enough, it keeps in the same key. BPM tap, if the BPM's off. Pitch bend, easy enough, and then you have your tempo slider. It's a very large tempo slider, so you're not going to be jammed into having to, what's the word, what should I use? You're not going to have trouble with dialing in an exact BPM to beat match, because you have that nice long throw. Alright, now into the middle. Sorry, I'm getting my finger in the way. You have this screen, I believe it's a 4.1 inch screen. This is what it goes to once you select a track. You have your waveform down there. It's a very basic waveform, but it still works. Then up here, once you start playing the track and after it has some time to load, it'll actually display the entire track's just kind of like a level waveform, I want to call it. It's less detailed, but it gives you an idea where the bass drops are, that sort of thing. Moving down, you have this looping section. This is really a little bit more than I thought it was going to be. You have your manual loop and loop out, and then you have your auto loop. So if you hit that, the auto loop button, that's a 2, 4, 8, 16. Then when you hit the shift button, which is right there, and you hold it, you can get a half quarter, 1/2 quarter and an eighth. And then once you hit the shift button, this will half it. This will make it twice as big. Then if you hit the reloop exit button, when you have shift on, this will actually turn to a loop roll. Best way to describe that is it's a loop, but it puts it in the MDJ in slip mode. So once you release the loop, it'll go where the track should be if you hadn't had the loop, if that makes sense. Over here, you have a jog wheel adjust light to heavy. It's not the jog wheel isn't the most responsive thing. I wouldn't use it for scratching, but for the genre I play, EDM, it works perfectly. All right, you have slip mode. You have this massive jog wheel. I don't know how they got away with the little light thing in the center. Pioneer's units all have that, except for the new CDJ 700. I don't know how they got away with this Gemini. Now, here's a feature that is not on the Pioneer units, as far to my knowledge, as far as I know. This is filter, and I thought this was kind of cool because no longer I have to lock up a insta effect or a color effects on my Pioneer DJM 2000 by using. I can just use it here. That way, I can free the color effects on my mixer up to use another effect like noise, zip, crush, jet, that sort of thing. Let's go to the screen here. This is your basic screen. This is what it'll go to after you search a track and you selected it. This is when you're searching. You'll have this, and what it is you'll have all your folders up top. So it does have folders. Then after that, you have all your tracks. Now, if you want to go to the folder, this is the browse, by the way. You just push down the browse button. Oops. You just push down the browse button, and it'll go to that folder. And then you can also have folders inside of folders. You have your back button there. Alright, so that's a very basic review of this unit. Immediate ups and downs of this unit. It's plasticky. That's my one big problem with it. And my other big problem with it is that it doesn't play MP4s, M4As all the time. That's the standard iTunes music file format, and it doesn't like to play those. It'll play some for some reason, but it won't play others. I don't know why. But if you do know, comment in the comment section and tell me why. But I'm just in the process of figuring out which ones aren't working, and then I'm turning those into MP3s, which it does play 100%. Actually, another little gripe is it's actually a fairly big gripe. But the BPM doesn't always get the BPM right, I feel. Dance music tracks, which I mostly play, they're mostly 28 BPM, and it usually calls those 130s, and those are the ones I'm most familiar with, and that's a problem for me. I don't know about all the other tracks. Sometimes it gets right, sometimes it doesn't, but I can just tap that. But if you can't tap very well, that might be an issue for you. But I still, even though the problems with it, I would still buy this unit again if I was back where I was when I was looking at players. The list price is $399, which is like a fifth of the CDJ 2000 Nexus cost. You could buy like 5 or 6 of these for the price of one CDJ, which is ridiculous in my opinion. But it is plastic, and it doesn't have all the function. It's a little less stable. But other than that, it is a good unit. And if you are a lower to mid-range DJ that wants all the bells and most of the bells and whistles of a CDJ 2000 Nexus or a CDJ 900 Nexus, if you don't have the cash, this is definitely the way to go. All these features on this unit are on the CDJ 2000 Nexus by Pioneer, and if you got these for home and you're a club DJ and where you clubbed at, had the CDJ 2000 Nexus, I don't think you'd have a problem making the switch. But until next time, DJ DrawgZ, over and out.